So this is our logo. The logo in itself has its own story, no? Kagaya ng sabi ni Mr. Alan kanina, the red represents the rising sun or the positive side of the day. Yun yung gustong attitude ni Dr. Lim sa atin. Na we would always be looking at the positive side of things o yung magagandang bagay na nangyayari sa atin. And one part of Dr. Lim's vision, no, na isinishare niya sa atin mula nung umpisa is his desire na ang DXN ay magkakaroon sa lahat ng bansa na sinisikatan ng araw. That's why the logo, the red na nagre-represent ng rising sun is very important in our logo kasi look at where we are right now. We are in 180 countries worldwide. So sa lahat ng bansa na sumisikat ang araw, meron na ang DXN. The blue represents water as the basis of growth. Ito po yung powerhouse. No? Dito tayo kumukuha ng lahat ng kailangan natin, produkto, training, support, lahat yan ang kumpanya ang magbibigay for us to be able to be successful in this business that we chose na gawin para maging successful din yung ating buhay. The green represents vitality and growth, no? Yan po, kung titignan nyo, ang ginamit na visual ni Dr. Lim dyan is yung mushroom, yung pagtubo ng mushroom, specifically the deer's antlers mushroom, no? So, isa lang, nagsimula sa isa, hanggang sa nagsanga-sanga siya. So, it symbolizes the strong commitment for growth and the striving, yung pagpursige para ma-achieve natin ang excellence. Kagaya na sinabi ni Sir Alan kanina, it could also represent the network, no? Isa lang ang dumikit muna sa kumpanya, nagkaroon ng isang sa kabila, nagkaroon ng isa sa kabila, hanggang sa nakabuo na siya ng isang grupo niya or isang tinatawag natin na network niya mismo. Alright? Can we go to the Panglima Jasa Negara Award ni Dr. Lim? Okay, I'd just like to stress out na this award na ibinigay kay Dr. Lim is hindi ordinaryo, no? Yan, Sergio, yung isa pa. Yan, okay. This award given to Dr. Lim is not a regular award or basta-basta lang, no? It is a first-class National Service Award. Panglima Jasa Negara, or in other words, Panglima is 5, no? So it stands as the 5th among the 10 degrees of the Royal Malaysian Award. No, so ito po ay step-by-step na award na nakukuha ng isang tao. Pero hindi lahat pwedeng makakuha, no? Dr. Lim was given this award because of his contribution to the country sa Malaysia, na siya po ay nakilala ang DXN all over the world. At the same time, marami siyang natulungan sa trabaho, sa hanap buhay, dahil dito sa DXN. Okay, so in-stress out ko lang yan kasi I would want you to fully understand, lalong-lalo na yung mga bago or first-timers na nakikinig po dito sa atin ngayon, kung ano yung kumpanya, kung sino ang nagsimula ng kumpanya, at kung bakit nasimulan yung kumpanya. And at the same time, to be an assurance to all of you that you are in the right company. Okay, so thank you very much. Joe, we could start at the final presentation already. Okay, so International Coffee Month. No? This occasion is actually made as International Coffee Day. No? Ginawa nila to promote and celebrate coffee as a beverage, with events being transpired in places across the world. The first official date was October 1, 2015, as orchestrated by the International Coffee Organization, which was launched in Milan, Italy. No? It also marks the global celebration of coffee's journey from farm to local shop, and opportunity to honor men and women who grow and harvest coffee. Napakalapit sa ating puso ng kape kasi kadamihan sa atin ay umiinom ng kape. Okay, next slide please. Okay, coffee plant was discovered in Ethiopia in the 19th century. No, this plant smelled of jasmine and had white blossoms with red fruit. It wasn't long before people began to take the leaves off of this plant and boil them to make a flavorsome beverage, no? Ang sabi sa mga legends, no, isang goat herder o yung nag-aalaga ng mga kambing ang first na nakadiscover ng potential ng coffee beans. Ang pangalan nitong goat herder na ito ay si Caldi. Okay? Ang sabi dun sa story, Caldi discovered that after eating the berries from the tree, his goats became so energetic that they did not want to sleep at night. He reported his findings to the abbot, or the head of the monks of the local monastery, who made a drink with the berries and found that it kept him alert through the long hours of evening prayer. So the abbot shared his discovery with the other monks, and that spread knowledge about the energizing berries. So in other words, naging chismis, no, na yung bunga ng puno na yon, pag ininom, pag pinakuluan at ininom, it will energize you and will keep you awake, no, all night. Kaya Aboriginal people began to believe this beverage has medicinal properties, and the popularity of coffee began to spread all throughout the Arabian Peninsula. So from Ethiopia, from the east, nag-spread na siya hanggang sa Arab Peninsula. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, during the 14th century, the people of Yemen began to grow and produce their own coffee. From there, it spread to Istanbul, and they developed their own method of preparing the coffee. Instead of just boiling the leaves or the raw fruit, they roasted the beans and mixed them with charcoal, which gave their coffee a unique taste and aroma that allowed it to spread even further. So kung nakikita niyo yung, di ba kapag malapit na magpasko, yung kastanyas na niluluto, na may kasamang mga itim-itim na uling, no? So ganun nila nilo-roast yung beans during that time. And because of the heat coming from the charcoal, nagkakaroon ng ibang lasa yung coffee beans, no? By the 16th century, coffee finally made it to Europe via trade routes. Next slide, please. Okay. Coffee houses soon sprung up all over the continent and eventually reached America by the 17th century and became the second most important commodity in world trade. Second, second most important commodity, ang first po is oil, no? At present, thousands of coffee shops were opened and different kinds of coffee beverages came out. No? Just like today, kahit saan ka po tumingin, merong coffee shop, merong malalaking coffee shop, merong maliliit na coffee shop, merong home-based lang. But the point is, sa dami po ng umiinom ng kape, kape is readily available everywhere. Okay? So next slide, please. Coffee is the second most traded commodity in the world. Yeah, oil is the first. The first food to be dehydrated was coffee. Okay? The second, coffee is also considered as the second most consumed next to water. So number 1 ang water, number 2 is coffee. Ang coffee then is the second most saleable commodity, no? Ang kasunod po, nauuna lang ay yung mga sauces, mga soy sauce, vinegar na mas basic sa bahay. Pangalawa ang kape. So you could see how important coffee is, no, sa buhay ng tao or sa isang household, no? This is the first food also to be dehydrated, no, tinanggalan ng water. And 40% of the world's coffee is produced by Brazil. The chemist George Constant Washington invented instant coffee. Okay, ano ba yung instant coffee? Now, instant coffee is a soluble coffee in form of coffee crystals or coffee powder. Okay. Siguro nag-iisip ko yung George Washington, ito ba yung naging presidente ng US, no? Hindi po, ibang George Washington ito. This is a Belgian man living in Guatemala in 1906. Yun yung lumalabas na story na siya yung nauna. But on the contrary, isang taong nagngangalan John Dring of England received a British patent for coffee compound in 1771, making it the first recorded occurrence of an instant coffee powder. So ano bang advantage ng isang instant coffee? Ang advantage ng instant coffee ay madali siyang i-prepare. Instant, no? Kasi nga instant siya. So it has the same flavor. Yun nga lang, mas madali siyang itimpla. Alright? Now, there's two kinds, no? Dark roast coffees has less caffeine than light roast coffee. Okay. Ano ba yung dark roast versus light roast? Okay. There are two most economically important varieties of coffee plant. Yung naririnig natin na Arabica and Robusta. No? 60% of coffee produced worldwide is Arabica, 40% is Robusta. Si Arabica po contains 0.8 to 1.4% caffeine, while Robusta contains 1.7 to 4% caffeine. So, mas mataas ang caffeine ni Robusta compared kay Arabica. So, what is the difference between dark coffee beans and light coffee beans? No? Dark coffee beans has less flavor of the coffee beans because it takes more on the flavor from the roasting process. Diba, yung habang tinutusta siya, doon nanggagaling yung lasa niya. Hindi na mismo nanggagaling dun sa beans itself, no? But the light coffee beans is more acidic compared sa dark coffee bean. Okay? Si dark coffee bean develops oil on the bean surface, kaya siya ay shiny. Si light coffee bean naman is dry. So, mas tuyo, mas matte yung color niya. The darker beans has less caffeine. No? Kagaya na sinabi natin kanina. In the Philippines, 93% of Filipino homes, especially in Metro Manila, buy coffee packs once a week. No? Kaya sabi dito sa data natin, no? In the US, 8 out of 10 people consume caffeine daily. So talagang coffee is already part of our everyday lives. Madami sa atin hindi na kayang mabuhay ng walang kape. Sabi nga ni Roy, coffee is life. No? Ang maganda lang dito sa kape, meron din siyang health benefit. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Sige, next slide please. Okay. What's the difference between regular and decaf? Okay. Decaf coffee has been shown to cause significant less acid reflux than regular cafe. Okay. Regular coffee. Okay. Ano nga ba yung decaf? Ano ibig sabihin ng decaf? Let's define first. Decaf is just like regular coffee except the caffeine has been removed. No, removed as in 95 to 97% ng caffeine from the beans has been removed pag sinabing decaf. Decaf coffee is washed in solvents to remove 97% content of their caffeine from coffee beans. No? So, in other words, pareho lang sila, kaya lang si decaf, dahil nababad na siya dun sa solvent, nabawasan na yung caffeine niya dun sa coffee beans. Kaya 2 or more cups of decaf per day has also been lined up with 48% lower risk of developing rectal cancer. One study found that 6 ounces or 180 ml coffee of decaf contained 0 to 7 milligrams of caffeine. So, kakaunti lang, right? Decaf coffee is not caffeine-free. It's much lesser than the amount found in regular coffee. So, in other words, pareho silang may caffeine, but decaf is lesser dahil nga tinanggal na siya dahil binabad muna siya sa solvent. Okay, next slide please. Yan. World's coffee consumption. How much coffee ang nagagamit ng mga tao sa buong mundo? Okay, over 2.25 billion cups of coffee are consumed in the world every day. So do you wonder how many cups doon ang DXN coffee? Gaano kaya kadami yung contribution ng DXN na kape? Diyan sa 2.5 billion na yan, no? Over 90% of coffee production takes place in developing countries, mostly South America, while consumption happens mainly in the industrialized economies. So, ang pagpapatubo sa mga developing countries, pero ang paggamit is more on the industrialized economies. Next slide, please. All right. According to statistics from International Coffee Organization in 2018, Finland is the top coffee drinker in the world with an impressive of 12 kilograms per capita per year, followed by Norway, Iceland, and Denmark. Na sila yung malalamig na bansa, no? Yung Finland, Norway, Iceland, and Denmark. Brazil is a world leader in coffee production, followed by Vietnam, Indonesia, Colombia, and Ethiopia. Philippines placed 49th coffee consumer with 1.2 kilograms per capita per year. So nasa pang 49 pa lang tayo. So we have a long way to go to be placed on a higher rank as being top coffee consumer. So marami pa tayong iinuming kape para makaabot tayo doon. Okay, next slide please. Okay, these are suggestions on how to celebrate the International Coffee Day. Attend and engage to a coffee cupping or a coffee party, though we are very limited during this time of pandemic. But I'm sure kung ilan lang naman kayo, basta less than 10, pwede magkape-kape at mapag-usapan ang buhay-buhay at eventually mapag-usapan ang DXN. Buy a book or browse information on the net about coffee. Try a method that you have never done before. So, pwede mo siguro ihalo ng something na kakaiba para maging kakaiba yung kape mo. Mag-experiment. Lagyan ng flavored syrup, maybe. Or kung ano man, no? Most importantly, enjoy a cup of any of your favorite DXN Lingxi coffee variants with your family, close friends, or relatives, or work colleagues. Grab a cup of coffee Lingxi and enjoy the day. Okay, hindi pa po tayo tapos. Let's all watch this video that the marketing team has prepared for all of us.
Worldwide, we drink more than 400 billion cups of coffee a year. Finland tops the charts with on average 5 cups a day. Germany and Japan come in a close second and third. So the question needs to be asked, is coffee harmful?
It can be an important part of a healthy lifestyle.
Recent studies have shown that coffee consumption in moderation can potentially have a number of health benefits because coffee contains antioxidants.
An antioxidant is simply a naturally occurring chemical that fights the damaging effects of oxygen in the body. And the compounds in coffee are called polyphenols. These are found in many fruits and fruit juices, and they're also found in coffee because, of course, coffee comes from the coffee bean, which is then roasted and releases many of these compounds.
But the ingredient most coffee drinkers are interested in is the addictive stimulant, caffeine.
This typical cup of coffee would have about the amount of caffeine that would fill up about 1/4 of this teaspoon.
That's about 150 milligrams. Caffeine changes the brain's chemistry. It blocks the action of the chemical adenosine that's associated with sleep, which is why after a coffee, a person feels more awake. Caffeine activates the brain's pleasure center, which contributes to caffeine addiction. And it also triggers the sympathetic nervous system, setting off the fight or flight response. This stimulation injects adrenaline into your system, making you more alert and responsive.
There's just a correction, no? Yung sa history ko kailan nagsimula ang coffee, I think there's a typographical error. Instead of 19th century, that's supposed to be 9th century. Okay, pasensya na po. Typo error lang siya. Okay, Filipinos has been known as coffee lovers. In this aspect, that we will extend the International Coffee Month to a business opportunity with the wide varieties of healthy DXN Lingxi coffee, which mainly contains Ganoderma. We can maximize the potential of achieving healthy, wealthy, and happy lifestyle. Sa Pilipino, sa bahay ng isang Pilipino, hindi pwedeng mawawalan ng kape. No? Usually, when you go in a Filipino house, ang unang iaalok sa'yo coffee? Gusto mo magkape? No? So, we have to turn this opportunity na nakakapag-alok tayo ng kape sa mas maraming tao by using the healthy coffee or the alternative, itong ating DXN coffee, na equivalent ng bawat isang sachet ay points. No? We earn points and we get to get bonuses afterwards. No? So that's an added bonus. We enjoy healthy coffee. At the same time, we could also enjoy a healthy, a wealthy lifestyle. At the same time, happy din tayo. Okay? Next slide, please. Okay. Ganoderma lucidum, king of herbs. Enjoy your day with all natural 100% herb content of Ganoderma in Lychee coffee. In the Philippines, it's commonly known as kabute, uhong, or kulapdot. Di ko alam kung anong dialect yun. With more than 400 active elements, major elements include polysaccharides, organic germanium, adenosine, and triterpenoids. It's a kind of mushroom used by the Chinese, Japanese, Taiwanese, and Koreans for centuries to promote longevity, stamina, and health. For those who are first-timers here attending our product, Health and Product in Focus, Ganoderma po is the main ingredient in most of all our products. Ito pong mushroom na to, which is referred to as the king of herbs, does a lot of things to our body. No? It detoxifies and rebuilds and maintains yung magandang pangangatawan natin. It strengthens the immune system. At the same time, ito po ay magandang pangtanggal ng mga hindi natin kailangan sa ating katawan. Yung technology na naisip ni Dr. Lim na adding the Ganoderma into the coffee made it very, very special. Kasi not everyone would want to drink agad a food supplement, but everyone will be willing to taste coffee. At yung coffee natin dito sa DXN, lahat yon merong Ganoderma. So with a konting Ganoderma na nilalagay natin sa kape natin, you still enjoy the benefit na nakukuha mo from the Ganoderma itself. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, coffee in itself, meron na siyang sarili niyang health benefits. No? It's anti-stress, it's a high penetrating power, and it's diuretic. Ano ba yung diuretic? Okay. A diuretics gets rid your body with salt and water. It helps the kidney to release more sodium into the urine. So one thing that you would notice kapag umiinom kayo ng kape is mabilis kayong pass ng wiwi, no? Mas mabilis kayong mag-urinate, no? So that's one effect of the coffee. And coffee is also fast consumable. Okay, so mabilis maubos, no? Like for example, ako, I take about 3 to 4 cups of coffee in a day. Minimum ko po yun. No? So pagising sa umaga, pagkatapos maglinis sa umaga, sa hapon, tapos bago mag-dinner, and then after mag-dinner, yan yung regular schedules ko taking coffee. No? Okay, yung coffee natin dito sa DXN, hindi lang po coffee ang laman niya. It also contains Ganoderma. So ano yung advantage ng Ganoderma? Ganoderma adds nutrition because of all the vitamins and minerals that we get, yung mga active ingredients na nakukuha natin from the Ganoderma. It also functions for detoxification. So detoxification meaning tinatanggal niya yung mga toxins in your body, no? Yung mga unwanted, mga hindi kailangan sa ating katawan. It's also an antioxidant, okay? And it's also a very strong adaptogen. What is an adaptogen? Adaptogen is anything that's natural, no, non-toxic plant, sabi nga. Even for a long use will not give adverse effect or side effect into your body. So, ganyan po ang Ganoderma. It's a very powerful adaptogen. And our coffee, our Ganoderma is also rich in enzymes. So, what's an enzyme? Enzyme creates a chemical reaction in the body. They actually speeds up the rate of a chemical reaction to help support life. Enzymes helps your body to perform very important tasks such as building muscles, removing toxins, and breaking down food particles during digestion. During trainings in gynotherapy, we always say that enzyme is very important in your diet para makatulong sa digestion. So Ganoderma, in the coffee, makukuha mo na rin po yung enzyme na kailangan mo. Ganoderma, which is the most alkaline food, mixed with coffee, becomes very powerful. Thus, it is known as the healthy coffee. The Ganoderma in the coffee reduces the caffeine effect. No, yung epekto po ng caffeine sa katawan to almost none. Halos wala. No? That's why yung mga negative effect ng caffeine sa body such as acidity in the stomach, palpitations, yung mga nahihirapang matulog, no? Hindi yun nararamdaman sa DXN coffee. Bagkus kabaliktaran. Ang mararamdaman mo when you take DXN coffee, you feel relaxed. Mas madali ka makatulog sa gabi. In the morning, you feel energized. It gives you what your body needs. No? Magtataka ka nga na parang ang galing-galing nung kape kasi ibibigay niya sa'yo kung ano yung kailangan mo. No? Kung kailangan mong magising, magigising ka. Kung kailangan mong mag-rest, ibibigay din niya yung rest na kailangan ng katawan mo. And madami po dito sa ating mga testimonials na even just because of the coffee, because of the detoxification effect of the Ganoderma, marami pong gumanda ang pakiramdam even by just using our coffee. So, aren't you glad you're drinking DXN coffee? No? Healthy yung coffee natin. Kaya tayo ay nagpapasalamat ng marami sa ating datok Dr. Lim Xiaojin for this great concoction. Okay? Next slide, please. Okay, these are the different coffee products or the variances na meron sa ating kape. No, we have the Lingxi Coffee 3-in-1. Ito yung ating original. Lingxi Black Coffee. We have the Lingxi Coffee Classic, the Lingxi Coffee Plus, Lingxi White Coffee Zino, Lingxi Z Mocha, ang ating Lingxi Z Cafe Classic, at ang ating Cordyceps Coffee. Alright, so let's go to the first product. Ako po, ito yung aking mga produkto. Nakikita niyo po ba? Okay, let's go to the Lingxi Coffee 3-in-1. Nawala. Ayan, okay. DXN Lingxi Coffee, ito yung original. Okay, dito nabuhay ang dugo ng mga taga-DXN Philippines. DXN Lingxi Coffee is specially blended with the finest quality coffee beans, sugar, non-dairy creamer, and 100% Ganoderma extract. It has no artificial coloring, no flavoring or preservative. Thus, the aroma and the taste of the finest coffee beans is preserved. It comes in convenient packaging sizes. Meron tayong 21 grams, meron tayong 12 grams, at meron din tayong 10.5 grams. No? Nung nauso po yung, or when we started DXN here in the Philippines, it became so popular dito sa Pilipinas, yung healthy coffee. No? It was a tremendous hit. Ika nga sa, kung pelikula ang pag-uusapan natin, isa siyang blockbuster. No? And as expected, madami po ang gumaya. Merong gusto na mas madaming plus. Kaya kasi sa atin 3-in-1, di ba? So merong lumabas na 7-in-1, 8-in-1, marami-raming kung ano-ano mga plus-plus, no? Then there also became the issue of patriotism. Kasi itong mga 7+1, 8+1, mga locally produced to, mga locally owned, no? Filipino-owned. So may nagsasabi na, bakit ipapatronize mo yung imported kesa sa locally produced? Okay? Meron din mga big companies in the retail industry na sinubukang makisabay. No? They tried to produce their own healthy coffee na mabibili sa grocery at mas murang halaga. Pero they did not surpass the quality and the taste of our Lingxi coffee. Look at us where we are right now, 21 years after, with all the other varieties ng coffee na meron tayo, mas paulit-ulit tayong nai-in-love sa ating kape. No? So, hindi natapos si Dr. Lim sa 3-in-1 coffee. 3-in-1 contains sugar and non-dairy creamer. He also produced black coffee. Yan, sa ating black coffee. Yan. Black coffee is sugar-free. Thus, it is suitable for those who want to limit their sugar intake. With Ganoderma as one of its major ingredients, this variant is a great choice to perk up your day. So marami ngayon na yung mga nagda-diet who takes dieting seriously uses the black coffee kasi wala nga tong sugar, walang cream. And most men, yan, kagaya nila Ryan De Jesus, si Manny Grimpola, sila yung mga nakikita ko, si Ponce Alfonso, si Ponce Antara is also starting to drink the black coffee. And according to them, sa kanila, napansin nila, they started losing weight. So, for those who would want to try yung strong flavor ng purong-purong kape with Ganoderma, yung black coffee po ang para sa inyo. Next product, we have the Lingxi Coffee Classic 3-in-1. Okay, ito yung favorite ko. Enjoy the new variant and coffee sensation with the XN Lingxi Coffee 3-in-1 Classic. The coffee with smooth and creamy taste. Just add 1 sachet of the Lingxi Coffee 3-in-1 Classic into 150 ml of hot water and stir to enjoy a new coffee experience. So kung gusto niyo po ng mas creamy, ako kasi mas gusto ko mas creamy yung kape. So ito po ang bagay para sa inyo sa DXN Lingxi Coffee 3-in-1 Classic. I usually take this classic at night. No? Mas gusto ko siya bago matulog. Mas relaxing siya para sa akin. Okay? Our next product, we have the Lingxi Coffee Plus. No? Experience the authentic coffee shop in your own home with DXN Lingxi Coffee Plus, an all-time favorite coffee that contains Ganoderma extract, while the ingredients are easily dissolved and produces a fine aromatic beverage that would freshen up your day. Ito naman dun sa ayaw ng cream. So it's black coffee with sugar and Ganoderma. So yan naman yung timpla ng Lingxi Coffee Plus. Kasi meron naman din ng iba, gusto nila their coffee is black but they want it with sugar. So ito na po yung inyong kailangan. Lingxi Coffee Plus. Next. Lingxi White Coffee Zino. Yan. DXN Lingxi White Coffee Zino is made to satisfy the cravings of cappuccino lovers. So yung gusto ng mga frothy o yung mabubbles na kape. No? It is easy to prepare creamy coffee taste topped with a light layer of creamer foam and formulated with Ganoderma extract. You can easily prepare at home or at the office without the hassles of waiting long queue at the coffee shop. Discover the delicious taste that will remind you the original cappuccino taste for Italy. So kapag ang mood nyo naman more of yung pasosyal-sosyal, no? I mean yung pasip-sip ng pakonti-konti. So Lingxi White Coffee Zino kasi maraming bula yan, no? So masarap iniinom-inom ng paunti-unti. But the advantage of our White Coffee Zino, meron pa rin siyang Ganoderma. Next. Z-Mocha. For those who would want coffee lovers sila, at the same time, gusto nila yung lasa ng kape, ng chocolate, sorry, mix up na. So coffee and chocolate, this is the DXN Z-Mocha. It's blended with instant coffee powder made from selected coffee beans, Ganoderma extract, and cocoa powder. You can create blended iced coffee with Z-Mocha to enjoy creamy, sweet, and unique taste. For extra flavor, add whipped cream and delicious cinnamon. Mas mura kasi yung sa mabibili mo sa coffee shop. Sigurado ka pang healthy kasi meron siyang Ganoderma. So that's Z-Mocha. Next. Okay, we have the Lingxi Z Cafe Classic. The XN Lingxi Z Cafe Classic is a coffee beverage uniquely blended with the finest roasted coffee beans. So kung gusto niyo yung mas bold ang lasa na parang galing sa brewed coffee ang inyong kape, ito yung para sa inyo. Okay? It gives you a mild, smooth taste with fresh roasted aroma, packed individually in small sachets. Ayan. Here. Ayan. For instant satisfaction and daily use convenience. Isang sachet usually could pwedeng gamitin sa hanggang 5 to 6 cups if you want it strong. Kapag medyo okay lang na hindi masyadong matapang, sabi ng iba hanggang 10 timpla daw. So it's up to you. Okay? So ayan, ito yung ating Lingxi Z Cafe Classic. Usually when we had trainings sa head office before, yung free coffee po natin na masarap, na medyo mayroon siyang konting sweetness, Ito po yun, ating Z Cafe Classic. Next. Okay, ang favorite ng lahat, Cordyceps Coffee 3-in-1. DXN Cordyceps Coffee is formulated with instant coffee powder with Cordyceps Extra. We all know that Cordyceps is good for energy, to strengthen yung, pahabain yung ating enerhiya. It's also good for the respiratory system, no? Para mas maganda yung ating paghinga. So Cordyceps Coffee is for those who would want to quick perk up. Yung lalo na maganda ang Cordyceps Coffee sa umaga, na para talagang gising kayo at maganda ang energy ninyo. This unique formulation makes a smooth and aromatic coffee to zest up your day. Okay. Next. Most of us won't last a day. Na parang kanta, I won't last a day without you. Most of us won't last a day without at least 1 cup of coffee. With the health benefits of coffee, you can consider the business opportunity that would give you financial freedom and continue to earn money and share to others, showing how much you care for them. For more than 25 years globally, DXN Business enables to provide better opportunities to more than 8 million people around the world from selling and promoting healthy, lynchy coffee products. There are many benefits in drinking coffee. No? There are its health benefits. There's also its social benefits. It can be used for bonding, for relaxation, to distress, or even just to start a conversation. No? Minsan, pwede siyang maging simula ng pakikipag-usap. Dito sa DXN, the coffee or the product itself also gives us financial benefits. Every time na iinom kayo ng kape, may points. At yung points na yon, ibig sabihin, dagdag kita. Marami pong buhay ang nabago dahil sa pag-iinom ng kape. Mas magandang kalusugan, mas magandang katayuan sa buhay. Dahil sa lynchy coffee, kumita ng malaki, nakatravel ng libre, napag-aral ang mga anak, naging komportable ang buhay. Others are already living their dream. Yung pamumuhay nila ngayon ay yung buhay na kanilang pinangarap. So kayo, ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tara na at magkape tayo. Magkape at magkapera. One world, one coffee, only here in DXN. Yan. So with that, maraming salamat po. Thank you so much.
Who can consume and use DXN products? Since DXN products are natural health products, they are suitable for all categories of people, starting from infancy to old age and the sick. Make sure you find the time and spend some money for your health before it is too late. DXN products help your body to maintain optimal health. Give them a try, and you will feel the benefits of DXN products in a more natural way. Thank you for spending your time with us.